Welcome to the Quantum Body Awakening Show. I am so glad to be here. It is Tuesday, and I hope that you can join me here today. So if you do join, do say hello. Today we're going to talk about something that has come up quite a bit and quite often. And it really made me look at a couple of things, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts on how we can actually change and stop playing the blame game. Okay? So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Deepal Shah. I am a medical intuitive, author, and speaker, and I help people around the world with their health problems. So, it gives me great pleasure to be here on a weekly basis and give you some tips and tools as to what could help you in your life, not only by the things that I see and the things that I help other people with, but also things that I've been through in my life. Okay, so right now, I see that Catherine's joining. Hello, Catherine. Please do invite and share with other people. It's so good to see you here, sweetheart. All right, so let's talk about your life. How many of you are hating your life right now? And I know it's a strong word, hate, but it really does come up. Maybe you're just hating the things that are going on in your life. Not necessarily your life, but maybe things that are going on in your life. Maybe you're going through a divorce or thinking about going through a divorce. Maybe your kids aren't listening to you. You feel that you're unheard, you're unseen. You just feel sad, depressed, like not appreciated. And yet, you're doing for others. You've been doing that for years and nothing for yourself. Is this you? Because now you've got aches and pains. Maybe they show up randomly, but sometimes they show up consistently within your body. And you're blaming the world. You're blaming everyone around you for what's going on inside of you. Shame on you. Okay? I know you're trying to find a way out. And one of the ways might be to get out of a marriage, to go to a monastery. How many times have you told your kids, I'm going to go live in a monastery, I'm going to go to the Himalayan mountains, and I'm not coming back? I just want to get away, right? Don't you tell yourself that? I just want to get away. So what if the easy way out is by not blaming others for what's happening within you? Your aches and pains are not due to other people's issues, to other people's problems with you, to other people's judgments and criticisms towards you, to other people's perceptions of you. Don't let your world revolve around that. Okay? Don't let the inside world of you revolve around that. I had a client a few days back, and she was so overwhelmed. I mean, there was a cloud of energy in her head. I mean, I felt like her head was going to bust because there was so much pressure that I could feel, because she's telling me how she's trying to make a choice about something, whether or not to stay in a marriage. Whether, how her life is so chaotic and how she's been doing so much for her family, but yet she realized that she's done nothing for herself. Yet she meditates, does her yoga, does her breathing exercises, does all these things, but it's not helping apparently. So, what does that mean? That means, okay, we have a choice. Okay, number one, we have a choice to dwell in our misery, or we have a choice to make things better. Okay, because now she ended up with this awful pain in her belly that needed to be diagnosed by a gastroenterologist. So do you want to get to that point where you need help? Or can we actually help ourselves by keeping peace within us, no matter what chaos is going on outside of us? And not feeling so victimized. Right? So realize, where are your problems stemming from? Okay, where are they coming from? Who's creating them? Because your relationships is how you thrive in the world, right? Based on relationships. We have different relationships with different people. And that's just how we as humans, it's one of the ways that we thrive in this world is through relationships. We have to have some form of relationships, whether it's an acquaintance or whatever. But you're always creating relationships. So how can you make them better and not take over your body, especially if you're in a marriage, right? Those relationships seem to be one of the toughest relationships. In the beginning, it's all like, yay, this is the best thing ever. And then after a couple of years, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to shoot myself. But why do we feel that way? Now we've gotten to know this person so in depth and everything about them, which is what you wanted to know. And now you know that, and now you're not able to even accept the fact that they keep having the same habit again and again, even though you've asked them to change something. Right? We're expecting people to change, but yet we don't want to change, even though we think we are changing. Even people that are, if you're a healer out there, or if you're a conscious being or a light worker, whatever it is that you are, it doesn't mean that you don't have problems. It doesn't mean that you are not irritated by something. Okay? Everyone does get irritated once in a while, but I want to teach you how you could keep the peace within you and not get irritated as often as you probably are now. And how you can stop creating problems within your body, the stress, the inflammation, the crazy flight or fight nervous system, the depression, the anxiety. God, aren't you tired of all of that? I'm just going to look over and see what everybody's saying. Catherine says, I've healed the most once I moved my attention to my stuff and cleared and healed. Yeah. It's time to clear and heal. But how, right? You keep getting all these little tips and little bits and pieces from everywhere. But what if I could give you something to really, really go by that's very, very simple? So number one, you need to make a choice. That is, can I accept the person for who they are? Can I accept the issue the way it is? Right? And when I'm saying you have a choice, you have to think about yourself as, you have many paths that you could go down. Your GPS will lead you in any one way. But when you reach a dead end, which is where you might be, that's when you start to turn around, come back and start from the beginning, right? And that's how this works. That's just how life works sometimes, where you hit a dead end and you have to rethink, recalibrate your energies and yourself and your body. And it's okay to work on yourself. It's not narcissistic behavior to be working on yourself and loving yourself and holding space for yourself. But here is what I want you to do. Make a choice, okay? Allow your GPS to just guide you. Okay, do I want to stay angry and stay on that path? Because that will definitely lead you to a dead end. Or do I want to create a different path of just peace? So number one is make a choice. Number two is realize that you can love someone or you can accept them. Which one feels stronger to you? I accept you. I love you. I love you is thrown around all the time. And I'm guilty of it. Until I started to realize that I accept you made me love somebody even more. But do I accept you? It's just a different tone. It's a different feeling. Just say it to the next person that you meet. I accept you. Notice how that feels inside of you. I'm not trying to change anything about you, but I accept you for who you are and how you act. Stop trying to change someone, because I see that all the time. My so-and-so won't change. I'm trying to change such and such. Has it worked for you? And if it has, great. You're going to have to tell me the secret. But what's going to happen is if that you don't start accepting others for who they are, it's going to cause major chaos within you. And that's when you start judging and criticizing, feeling hatred, your mood changes, and all those emotions start showing up. How can you be a peaceful being and bring harmony and peace when you're completely out of peace? So instead of saying I love you to somebody today, I want you to say I accept you, because you're telling them that you accept them. You realize they're different. Can you imagine if everybody was the same? If everybody was Deeple, I think I'd get tired of myself. I like different people. I like the different thoughts. And that's what makes the world a better place, because we're all different beings. You know, I see posts all the time, right? Change yourself rather than changing others. But nobody's ever really dived into that, or nobody actually knows, how the hell do I change myself? Or they already think they're perfect. But we can always change ourselves. Every single day I wake up and I change something about me each and every day so that I could be a more peaceful human being, a more happy, joyful human being, and create that sense within my body of safety and security and love and happiness. And that's what we all need to do. So that's another way that I'm sharing with you. So number one is you have a choice. Number two is I accept you. Okay? So I want you guys to work on that. All right, before I go to number 3, I'm just going to check out who's joining us. Hi, Isha. Catherine says it's actually best thing you can do for those you love. By getting yourself healthy allows you to take better care of yourself and others. Yeah, you're right. She says you can't change anyone. People can only change by themselves when they want to. Exactly. You have a choice, right? The choice is always yours, no matter which way you go, no matter what choices you're making in life. Up to this point in your life, you have made so many choices. Why not make the choice to peace within you? Stop acting like the victim, because you are not a victim of the world. You have made yourself a victim. Okay? So switch that thought process. And yeah, I'm not telling you this entire thing is easy. It's not an easy fix. I used to be a very, very angry person. I was no fun to live with. I don't know how my husband lived with me for 10 years. And now we've been married 22 years. But I was not a fun person. So recognizing and realizing that, having that self-awareness about myself has really brought me to where I am today, and it continues to change every single day. And it's funny because my kids are like, what'd you do with my mom? Where's my mom? Because I'm learning to handle my outside world differently so that my inside world is not so chaotic. Okay? Isha says, hello, my awesome, awesome mentor. You made me realize how powerful being I am, how beautiful I am. You are so welcome, Isha. And Harold, hello, namaste to you too. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Please do share this out, because I think this is really important information, because if we can change ourselves and what's within us and all those energies that are stuck within us, then I think that the world will change as well, because now we're vibrating at a different energy. At least the world around us will change, because now our thoughts have changed. So number 3, I want you to remind yourself and tell yourself that I am a peaceful being. This is your mantra. Every hour, I want you to remind yourself, I am a peaceful being. Feel it right now inside of you. How does that make you feel? The more you become and go into that victim mode, and the more you recognize that you are this angry person, you will continue to bring that energy into your life. You will stay in that mode in every part of your life, and you will feel stuck. You'll feel like you're suffocating. You'll feel like you're drowning. Your head will feel like it's spinning. You won't know where to go, because now you're lost. So, bring into your life, I am a peaceful being. Make that your mantra and remind yourself again every hour. Because this is what's going to change the mind that has been in this victim mode for so long. You're going to entrain your mind to think differently from this day forward. And that's why this is so important. And again, you have a choice. People act like they don't have a choice, but you do. There are so many choices in life that you've made, right, already. Make this choice to peace and acceptance. and watch your world just turn around and the energies shift and transform for you as you live a peaceful life. That's when you're going to feel liberated and you're going to feel the freedom. And that's what people are looking for. That's what you're thriving for. But it's, again, your choice. You know, we're so busy. I remember in school, you know, the teacher would say, what would you like for the world? How would you like to make a difference? And I remember every time, every kid, practically every kid, over 80% of the children, would say, world peace, world peace. And now when you look at our world, how peaceful is it outside of us and even within us? You know, nobody ever said, I want peace within me. They said they always wanted world peace. And they never knew how to bring about world peace. But they knew that that's what they wanted. But that peace has to come from within you. So what I want you to do is, what choices have you made so far? Take a look at those. Make a list. I want you to write down what you want in life. And how can you achieve this? Okay, don't just write, oh, I want to be happy every morning. Okay, but how are you going to achieve that? Because there's always a process that goes along with what you want. So give it that energy by how you're going to do it. It's not just going to fall into your lap. It's something that you will need to work with because your mind is stronger. You have really just allowed your mind and your intellect to take over everything around you. And so you're not able to focus and get clarity on what it is you want. So bringing that peace and acceptance into your life and into your mind will help enhance and bring that clarity and focus to you into the direction that you want your life to go into. Okay? So I want you to meditate. I want you to do yoga, but I want you to do these things mindfully. I want you to really bring that energy in and clear out all the old energies that you're holding on to. In addition to adding, I accept you. I am a peaceful being into your life, and I have choices. So don't forget to do these things because they are really going to be a bigger piece of your toolbox than ever before, than anything you have. If you want to change, this is how you can change. On September 28th, my students and I will be doing an online live healing retreat. It's all about healings, healings, and healings. If you're looking to heal you, your body, your mind, and come back, bring your soul back, come join us. It's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. The registration link is posted right above. You can visit ananda4life.com or deepalshah.info and go to the events tab. And while you're there, you could grab your stress-free kit, and it's an amazing PDF. So go grab some free things on my website and come join us. It's $69.99 for 4 hours of healing. Just imagine how much can be cleared in that time. We have a few spots left. It's almost full, so if you're looking to get some healings, come join us for 4 hours, September 28th. It's in 2 weeks. It's a Saturday. I would love to see you guys there. So share this video. Share this with everyone you know. Catherine says, I have started doing that. It feels so amazing telling yourself that I do feel peaceful. Letting go of the anger, frustration, and just accepting things the way they are. I no longer get upset over little things that go wrong, and people no longer get under my skin. Gratitude for every moment, every day. That helps a lot. Yeah, and I hope that these tools will help you as well. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Please do share this video out with everybody you know. And thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Namaste.